Hello everyone, my name is Ben Lugo Touitou. I am an actor and entrepreneur, and these are my star top 5 movies. Number 5, The Wedding Party. Number 5, Wedding Party, because it's a record-breaking movie, of course, not because it's had a lot of publicity alone and had all the right cast and had a perfect template for a successful movie. No, it's also because it had the right story, the right spice. It was order out of chaos, you know. It was a beautiful movie. Number 4, okay, and it's a group of movies I put in one category because they are able to take us back in time, even though we're in the modern day, and that's there's LOTANNA, there's 76, and there's also October 1st. These movies really tried to remind us of our background, of our feel, like how it felt like to live in the old days, you know, the 70s, the 80s. It was fun watching these movies. And I have to congratulate the makers of LOTANNA because the sound was really, really good. Whoever did the sound of that movie was amazing because sound actually gives us a depth of the movie. It tells us how we feel. So yeah, these movies really bring it back for me, taking me back old school days and everything. Number 3, and that's a hilarious comedy that I saw growing up, and that's Aki and PawPaw. I think I can watch that movie over and over again and again and would literally laugh myself to sleep because it was really funny. There were other movies within that category, of course, Sophia, Mr. Ibu, but Aki and PawPaw stood out for me because it was the first time we saw really small guys who played lead roles and really nailed these roles and set a new standard, a new trend. You know, small people became very famous then. You know, Ghanaians started using them. Nigerians tried to look for other double casts for Aki and PawPaw, but you know, those guys are like legends. And yeah, number 3 is definitely Aki and PawPaw. And number 2 is the movie Arbitration. Yeah. Now, why I like that movie is because I like the multiple perception that the movie gave. I'm a very complex person. My thought process is really complex. So for a movie to show us how sometimes reality can bend is very fun to watch. Every story has 2 sides. You know, there's hers and there's his. Women sometimes like to play the victim. Guys, you know what we mean, right? And that can come out really bad for the guys. And sometimes guys like to play all bossy and ignoramus, like they blame the fault on the woman, even if they are the ones who are wrong. So the 2 sides, there's always that, you know, impending DNA that always stays in every story. Some is selfish and some is just, well, ignorance. So for it to have that dual sides to the story was really, really fun to watch. And number 1 for me is Life 101. It's not a movie, it's a series, but the reason why it's number 1 for me is because still the whole complexity, the way the mind works, we all have a world in our head. We all picture something in our head. We all have dreams, plans. Sometimes we picture an entire wedding in our heads. It made me feel very good with myself when I dressed on that suit and everything. So yeah, it was perfect. So yeah, Life 101 is number 1 for me. And that's my star top 5 movies. So my number 5 is The Wedding Party. My number 4 is, it's a group, it's a box with different movies. It's LOTANNA, 76, October 1. Number 3 is definitely Aki and PawPaw. Yeah, Aki and PawPaw, you know, those movies really, they made us laugh. And number 2 is Arbitration because of the complexity. And number 1 is Life 101. So those are my star top 5 movies, and my name is Benjamin Lugo Touitou, and keep watching Tribe TV.